It was a very special day on the island of Sodor. Today was the Great Little Railway Show. This made the engines feel very splendid. 2 days before the show, Thomas arrived to see Skarloey. Thomas said, "Hello, Skarloey. How are you doing?" And Skarloey replied,
Very good, Thomas. What about you?
"I'm looking forward to the Great Railway Show in 2 days."
Me too. I gotta take my passengers to the hotels. Can't talk now. See you later.
"Cheerio," Thomas said happily. That evening at Crovan's Gate Sheds, the engines were talking about the show. Skarloey said,
I wonder who is going to compete in all the competitions.
Ranaeus said,
He's probably going to be us.
Sir Handel replied,
Not you, Renes. You're too weak.
Rusty and Peter Sam were offended. But Skarloey decided to ignore the argument and went to sleep. Next morning, they were interrupted by a familiar face. It was Smudger. The little engines haven't worked with Smudger for a very long time. Smudger said, "Good morning, narrow gauge failures. Missed me?" Sir Handel replied,
No. What are you doing here?
"I'm competing in the railway show. You are never going to stop me. See you later, you narrow-gauge troglodytes." And Smudger steamed away, chuckling.
You'll be in trouble soon.
The next day was the Great Railway Show. Thomas, Percy, James, Gordon, Henry, and Edward were very excited to see the little engines win. The headmaster of the show waved his flag.
First, we will do a push and pull competition. On your mark, get set, go!
Skarloey pulled with all his might, while Smudger was falling behind.
And the winner is Skarloey,
shouted the headmaster.
And Smudger had lost, fallen behind.
All of the narrow-gauge engines shunted, pushed, and hauled freight and passengers throughout most of the show. Most of the passengers, as well as the engines, were impressed. By the end of the show, everyone felt tired but triumphant. Except for Smudger, who already lost. Thomas said, "Good job. You all are very useful engines like us." Percy replied, "Yes, you are very useful." James added,
You are some very good narrow-gauge engines.
Edward said,
You are very good engines of the Skarloey Railway. I tend to agree, said Gordon.
Me too, said Henry. All of the narrow-gauge engines celebrated for their triumphancy.